I'm going to play properly. I'm going to work on some things. I'm going to take you along for the journey. I need to hit a lot of greens to play well. Oh, I actually hit the pin. I said this was weak. It is actually weak. I was lucky. Okay, so this thing that can really help you, I'm going to do it as well. Wasn't no edge. 9. Always do better with the crowd. Launcher coming out. In my recent video, I made a big announcement, a personal one and one for you guys for the content. So go and check that out if you haven't, but it's about entering the Open, okay? And we're in Spain here today at a golf course I cannot actually pronounce. I will fill that in, I will find out what it is. All right, we're on the second hole, and what we're gonna do today is I'm gonna play proper golf and just get a sense of where I'm at. You know, a lot of times I'm out playing, I'm taking videos and pictures, and I'm gonna play properly. I'm gonna work on some things. I'm gonna take you along for the journey and just speak about some thoughts and also where I think my game is at and what needs to get better if I'm gonna have any chance of getting into the Open in my home country. So, second hole. First hole was 440. I had a driver and a 2-iron. It's very windy today, as you can tell by my hair. Made par. This is a par 5 now, and we're down that way with a good drive and a chance to get home in 2. So stick around. I think this will be fun. Okay, so this is definitely a green light shot. It's downwind. I think my laser's kind of playing up, but it says 250, so we're gonna go for 250. Got 2-iron. Been working hard on trying to fade the ball. Okay, and that is good, but if I have got the laser, yeah. Okay, good. Laser was right. That's just short of the green. We'll get to see my weak link here. Okay guys, left ourselves with this one. Fairly straightforward. Up the green, up the hill. Now this area of my game has not been fantastic. I won't lie. I need to hit a lot of greens to play well. And this used to be a really strong point, but I'm going to show you guys or tell you guys something that you can do in your game to kind of evaluate your weaknesses and strengths and see where you need to work to get better. So once we get going a little bit, I'll do that. So a little low, kind of chasey draw up the green here. It's a little strong. Oh, I actually hit the pin. I said this was weak. It is actually weak. I was lucky. Okay, fairly routine this putt should be. I normally take the pin out, but for YouTube I leave it in so you can see the hole. And did get lucky there, hit that pin. Probably would have finished up a little long. Okay, nice. All right, 1 under through 2. Looks like a beautiful golf hole. I think the line is that mast. Kind of guessing a little bit. I think if I get over those bunkers. Good balance. We're good. Okay, so this thing that can really help you, I'm gonna do it as well. Rank your game out of 10, but you're gonna break your game down in terms of driving, fairway woods, long irons, mid irons, short irons, wedges, you know, chipping, pitching, bunker play, long putts, short putts. Okay, and you can actually expand on those categories even more. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna sit and honestly evaluate yourself out of 10. Okay, and listen, if you're really confident in a part of your game, don't be afraid to put 10 down. That's fine. If there's something you're weak with and you know that needs to get better, it might be a 1 or a 2. Like for me, round the greens, the chipping, pitching, it's probably a 2 or a 3. Other parts of my game, my putting's probably an 8. Driving is getting better. I've been working really hard on it. So just write it all down and then go, oh, number 2, okay, short game 2, all right, well, guess where to work? Driving 10, okay, you don't need to focus so much attention on that. So it's kind of working on your weaknesses, okay? A lot of times people just beat balls on the range and work on stuff, and they may already be good at that or better at that, and there's other areas that need attention, so that'll sure highlight it for you. All right, we got a shot into the green. It's beautiful up in here. Let's see how we get on. Okay, we got hole location 4, which is middle, and it's 128. Slightly downwind, but slightly uphill, so those two should cancel each other out. I would say a nice smooth wedge right at it. Actually, hold on, the wind's still a wedge. Wasn't a wedge, it was a 9. I have no idea, looks okay. Okay, we've got a putt, but there's an example of stuff through lack of play. Decision making is huge. Normally I'm pretty good, I've just completely misread that wind, but we will see. We have a putt for par. Okay, it's downhill, then slightly up and falling left. Eesh. This greens are pretty rapid. Alright, see, this is a prime example of where you can just get, you can just drop shots so easily. Just by pure planning, not so much execution. Okay. So yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, wasn't even, like, that was a really nice wedge I hit, and it probably flew what it would have done, just pure planning. So, you know, my old coach used to always talk about don't beat yourself. Just beat myself there. Okay, what a beautiful hole here. We've got, I shoot 255 to carry that bunker. I don't believe the water is much of a problem off a tee shot, so yeah, we'll just hit the driver over that bunker. Keep having to hit quick because the tripod keeps falling over and there's people on their balcony watching me. It's kind of awkward. Always do better with a crowd. Okay, another really interesting topic that comes up a lot are swing thoughts when you're playing golf. My personal opinion, if I don't play, or if I play golf and don't have swing thoughts, it's a disaster, right? That's me. I don't believe that there's too many people in the world good enough to just play and not have any thoughts. Now, when I say thoughts, I don't mean standing and working on positions and all that stuff. I think feels work really well on the course. So, like, I have a feel when I stand up, I let the handle move left and I hold the face open. That's my feel, okay? And, oh, it's a big hill. But I don't think anybody's good enough to just stand up and swing and look at a target and just go. Okay, you gotta look at the target and react to it as naturally as possible, but yeah, you need something, and that's my opinion. I think I heard Bryson talk about he can have as much as like 12 or 100 swing thoughts at once, and I was like, yeah. And you know, if your swing is naturally so good, and you can, you know, like some of those guys, they maybe don't need as many thoughts, but it can just be a feeling, and I think you can play with feels, no doubt. It's just my thoughts on it. I couldn't play without feels, and working on my technique on the course, it would be, and I might even go through 3 different types of swings in a round of golf. Oh, this is a par 5. Nice. 520 yards, and I really, really ripped that drive and have 184 left. Really uphill, hitting downhill. 184, well, you can't lay up from 184. Bit of room left to the flag, and yeah, I think we'll hit a good 6. But I need to get that wind because it's getting me. Yeah. So, do you know what? I'm gonna hit 5 and cut it back in to the breeze, which will take a little off it. Don't want to be short. Okay. If it's good for distance, we're right at it. Yep. Okay, another little thought. I wasn't comfortable on that. You can probably sense it on the camera. Wasn't completely sure what I was doing. But take a second in that case and just think. And then once you've got your decision made, you have to commit to it. And don't hit it. Don't be shy. Just gotta commit to whatever it is. That's a very uncomfortable shot for me as someone who's trying to fade the ball more. Left is dead, short is dead, and right not much better. So you just have to hit a shot and just commit. That's a big one. You know, how many times do people just stand up and hit and go, "Oh, wish it stopped, wish it backed off." Don't be afraid to do it. You won't be holding up play. You won't be slow. Take some time. Okay, so we got our eagle putt. Again, it goes up, down. It's going to be quite quick once it gets over the little crest and should fall a little to the right. Mostly a speed putt. Yep. Let's tap this in for legal reasons. Guns are coming out. It's not that easy a par 3. 204 to the flag, wind into, and the green looks like it's would welcome a wedge rather than a 2-iron. And it's surrounded by bunkers. Okay. Go at the middle of the green and see if it falls right. Oh no. Go. It's just right of the green, but I don't know if it's caught the bunker or the bushes. We'll hit a provisional. That's a good strike too. That was better. Near landed in. Alright, but it's the first one we gotta play or find. So there's where the provisional ended up, but we'll go find and see if we can find the other one. Okay, there's the other one. Actually quite lucky because I think it hit up here because you can see the ball mark. Like it ran back down and didn't stick up there. Thankfully. Just gotta get this one up and out. long. All right. It's hard work this video when I'm playing, you know. Make sure you subscribe so when I get big enough I can hire a cameraman. Like the big YouTubers. I just get to play golf and chat. Oh, and an editor would be nice. Slick. Alright, got away with that one. Okay, par, birdie, bogey, birdie, par, through 5. We'll play to 9, see what we can do. And I haven't played here before, so I'm kind of just hitting driver a lot. There might be a smarter way. Should we get... Yeah, so the course as well is a links course. It's the island down the south of Ireland, and great course. Played there 13 years ago, I think, when I tried to qualify for the Open before. Didn't go so good. So yeah, it's links. I'm going to need, you know, that's where the chipping part, I can putt a lot from off the green. It sounds terrible, but it's the reality, and if I don't get it sorted by then I just better hit a lot of greens or putt from everywhere. So yeah, it'll be interesting, and yeah, I'm kind of excited too. It's something I can now work towards. I have a date. This is if I get in, by the way. It's a first come, first serve. There is a chance that I may not get in, which would suck, but sure, we'll prepare like we're gonna get in. I had to put the top back on, not because it's like cold, but I watched that video, that drive back, and I'll save yous having to look at that. The gut hanging over. I have lost weight, in fairness, but clearly not enough. Okay, 156. The wind's strong today, and it's kind of a bit all over the place. And pins in the middle. I'm gonna hit a solid 8. Like this. Ball slightly below feet. Go. Yep. Okay, came up a little bit short here, but it's okay, it's on the green. Another thing is yardages. I will do a video on my TrackMan showing you how I go through that. It's so important to know how far you hit the clubs, I guess, because I haven't been playing. I want to get my swing to a certain point where I can go and do my yardages and be confident with them. So yeah, let's see if we can make a putt. Over here. Miles away. Okay, so we're going for this angle because the tripod keeps falling over in the wind. Okay. A bit left to right on this again. Speed. Yep. It just keeps blowing over, so gotta be quick. Yep. Bar never hurt anyone. That's also actually an interesting point. Whoa. The first stage is a 1-day thing, so like level par probably isn't gonna cut it. 1 under's not gonna cut it. You're gonna have a different game plan on that day to go basically all guns blazing. Alright, this is another beautiful hole here. 187 over the water. I read online there was quite a bit of water. So I'm over the right hand side so I can kind of try and cut this back in more. It's going to be a low one. Stinger. Probably won't be white tiger stinger, but keep it low because it's very strong wind. 187, 4 iron. I think I need all of it. Let's try it. Go, go, go. Yeah, it's alright. It's on the green. I don't think the camera's going to do it justice, but there's a big slope here down towards you. I'm up the hill a bit and I got to come over that, so really just have to diet the top of that. It's a tricky one. Not a lot of movement. Yeah, it's one of these ones you don't want to just leave up on top. Okay. Sit. Yeah, happy with that. Yeah, I mean, anything there. Just gives you an idea. And the ball will have momentum. Tell you what, something else it did, and people gave me abuse for it. You're just going to get that stuff in comments. But a putt like this, okay, if I hit it from the center, all right, I'll get more ball speed, but because it's so fast, if I toe it and it takes all the energy out of it, it stops it firing on, okay? It's the only time really to do it, but it is a very, very effective way. Because if you hit that and you middle it and maybe hit a bit hard, you're here. Because that only needs to just get rolling, little toe, boom, and then hopefully save yourself any back and forward. Okay, another beautiful hole, and there's plenty of them out here. Tight, potentially a birdieable hole if I get the drive in play. It's about 380, wind's pushing. Okay. They could not have placed this any better. And then we're kind of shooting back up towards the flag. Opens it up a bit. Okay, 86 yards, kind of back into the breeze. And this is another area that I could probably be better at. It goes down to the yardages again. I'm not exactly sure how far everything goes. Yeah. Into the wind. All right, let me actually think a second. Into the wind, off the right. Low cut's going to take a lot out of it and hit it pretty solid. Okay. These are all the things that you forget when you don't play as much. Okay, but left pin high though. Okay, this is an interesting one. It's quite important to point out. My ball's over there, so I've kind of pulled that 25 feet left of the flag. I know that my bad shot on that particular occasion would be a little leak to the right, bringing in this bunker. So my target is not really the flag. It's more kind of here. And that way I know if I push it a little bit, I'm good. And I can pull it over there a little bit. It's just not going at that flag. Just something to think about where your miss tends to be and how you can kind of use it to your advantage. Big old greens here. Big slopey greens. I think Jack Nicklaus designed this. And I will find out how to pronounce it. Hacienda Riquelme something. Someone let me know in the comments. No, I'll ask in the clubhouse. All right, let's finish. Birdie. 2 holes left. This one and the next. My brain was blank there. Concentrate. Was not thinking on that putt whatsoever. I was like, this hole was made for me. Wind off the left, water all the way down the right, and the tee box kind of points you towards the water, so yeah, you just gotta commit. I'm gonna aim left and really get this fade working back. Okay, wind, now fade. Oh, ripped that too, but I don't know if it's okay. All right, a little bit left. Kind of ran through the sandy bit to here. Lesser of 2 evils. Versus hitting it out to the right. Now the water is running down, so I'm aware of it, but I got to make a plan to avoid it. So left half, fade it back, 9 iron, 145. Okay, that's fine. Just over that bunker. Not good for distance, just made it over the bunker, actually. And see if we can finish strong. You okay? There's where we finished up. Okay, just need to double check, but I think this is for 1 under through the 9 holes. Happy enough with, haven't played here and it's windy. Let's make it first before you start. Just about. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. A little bit of an insight into my game. Playing proper golf, and I'm really excited. I hope you are too for the content to come as we try and get ready for the Open.